What's up, guys? Agent DMV here, or Agent X01, whatever you want to call me. Um, so I just did a trio run of Frostnite 128 zone with some guys I found on Discord, right? And I got it first try, which is really surprising. But I wanted to give some insight of how I did it, really, and how you guys can do it pretty easily. Because this was a pretty no sweat run up until I'd say. Actually, no. You don't really have to do much once you get all of your traps down and all of the base set up. You're basically fine. There might be a couple road bumps, but aside from that, you're fine. So, first of all, wave 1, you want to have your main builder. You want to give them all your stuff. And make sure you don't have the bad map. The bad map is the map without the barn. Make sure you have barn map, because that map, and on the bad map as I call it, there's a hill that blocks a place where you should be building. So make sure you have the good map with barn. Doesn't matter which variation of barn map, because there is two. Just do really either of them. I have gameplay in the background. I'm pretty sure at this part we were about 30 minutes in. I didn't have any of the first 30 minutes footage-wise, so that's a bit of an issue, but so yeah, I did die right there, but that is okay because I had pretty good teammates that I found. So your main builder will run constructor with a build I will show later in the video, and then you'll have an outlander. I don't know the outlander build really, but I will look into that since I am going to have to show you guys that loadout, because this guy sent me it. I just forgot it off the top of my head, but it will be later in the video. The constructor build I will also show. I forgot to say that. But okay, so round 1, give your main builder all of your stuff except for weapons, and then they have to start building. Make sure, and if you have the right loadout, then you'll find. Make 4 windows surrounding the burner, and then put maxed out wall spikes on those. Well, to get those maxed out wall spikes, you'll have to craft them, of course. You'll have to have the schematic for them. So just make sure your main guy has that. And then after he puts his wall spikes, max out all of the. Make sure most of the build is metal for the whole entire thing. Like as you could see, most of our build is metal, and that's what you want because that's just the most fortified. You want to put your bases diagonal of each other, in a square around the burner, and then after that. The 2 other people, in my case maybe 3, will go farm. And once wave 1 starts, the wall spikes will do the job for you. And all that. Okay, then round 2, wall spikes will do all of it, keep farming. And then round 3, you'll have to fight a bit. And during round 3, you want to fortify the basement, and that's when you want to build the lobber net. That's why you've been farming this time. Now, in the video behind me, you'll see that we have ramps going up 4. So you want to build those. You want to have ramps that go up at 4, and then make a giant upside-down cone shape. And then, with that upside-down cone shape, that will catch a lobber and a thrower projectiles. And then, that's basically how you don't need to use anti-airs. So anti-airs are not necessary. So you want to go 4 up, and then put edited cones to be the corner pieces, and then you want to build it 4. And then, as you can see in the background, whenever you get weapons that you don't want out of supply drops, just recycle them. Those mats are useful. And I'd say every about 3 rounds, give your main builder some mats, just so that he or she can do some work on the base. And then, after you have all of the main base done, then you're basically good. And then you could kind of do some extra upgrades throughout time. But aside from that, you are completely fine. as long as you have that main structure that I've explained here and that you could see in the footage. That's fine. And make sure to communicate with your team through the game chat and constantly fuel the burner. If the burner goes below 25, make sure that at least one person on your team gets it above 50. But that's about it. The clip is probably gonna cut right here. And then, oh yeah, by the way, the full gameplay is on my channel. So I'm gonna stop this recording here, then I'm gonna go record the footage for the builds. Okay, here is the constructor build. I'm gonna go through this really quickly. Mega Base Kyle, he just makes your base slightly longer, goes by 3 in all directions, goes farther out. Pretty useful. Recycling gives you all of the mats. It actually has the description right there. Higher up the tier the structures, the more resources gathered. This is just useful for having infinite mats to build a lobber net and all that. Very, very, very simple. Nothing more to say there. But yeah, do equip this. Tough traps. I am blanking right now. I don't know why. Tough traps. Increase your trap durability. 17%. Very useful. That means you don't have to make more traps and keep replacing them. Lofty architecture makes your building health 28% bigger. You can change him out with Mega Base Kyle, so you can have Lofty Architecture as your main, and then Mega Base as your side. It's pretty interchangeable, but make sure you have Lofty Architecture. That, it really, really helps, especially if you're stacking it with other base. Very, very good. Yeah. Frozen Castle, very simple, snares the targets, and snaring them just slows them down more. And the whole goal of making all of this stuff is slowing down the targets and doing damage to them while you slow them down. So make sure you have snaring and traps and things that just hold them back for as long as possible. So later I'll show like a build for the actual base. Power modulation, structures affected by base are healed for 4% of their max health every 10 seconds. Very, very useful. You don't really have to repair structures as much because they get constantly healed. And that's very, very good in my opinion. If you don't have that, then it's not going to go too well. You're going to have to go through the base and do a constant scan of healing everything. But you don't need that if you have power modulation, which is very good. So make sure you do that. Remember, you want to have 2 of these constructors with this build. Electrified floors. Zombies just take damage every 5 seconds if they're standing on the structures affected by your base. So that's why you want to have that Mega Base Kyle, so that more structures are affected by your base. Remember, 2 of them. So you want to have one side of the base, one on the other. Slow field slows them down more. Remember, slow down this huss, and then do damage. Banner just heals every single build in a 1-tile radius. So 1 up, 1 down, 1 left, 1 right, 1 diagonal, 1 up, 1 down. So yeah, that's the constructor build, and on to the outlander build. So here is our outlander build. This is what you want to have for your 2 outlanders. So remember, 2 outlander, 2 constructor. Can't go too in depth for this. This is a screenshot that one of my people that did this with me, did the Frostnite with me. One of my, I guess you could say, basemates. I don't know, but this is the build that he used. He actually didn't use Outlander. He played Constructor with me, and then we had our other Outlander use this build. But yeah, this is your Outlander build. Use this, please. It's OP. Okay, this is my second time recording this because last time I accidentally forgot to turn on my mic, so that really sucked. So, this time we're gonna actually do this right. So, first of all, have a giant cone around the base. I explained this. Make sure that every part of the cone, max level. So that's why that recycling perk is useful. You'll have infinite mats. So get all those mats, upgrade the build that is the lobber net, as I call it. just upgrade it, because the lobbers do get stronger and they'll start breaking through it faster. Same thing with flingers. Anti-airs could be put down, but they're a big waste of mats, and this is just more effective to have a net, because that I just think it works better than anti-airs, because anti-airs don't affect flingers and all that. So yes. Second thing, I'm gonna show a clip of this after I'm done with this section, but if you have a Revenger or Spectral Blade, you know that there's a heavy attack that dashes you, makes you dash. If you dash into a directional pad, which are the things you get for beating the, I think it's the launch the rocket in Stonewood, the up pad and directional pad. If you go into a directional pad, you get launched out of the map. You just teleport out of the map. I'm not sure how this glitch happened. It's only in Frostnite from what I know. I haven't done testing in other modes. Just don't do that, because if you're in the middle of a fight and you're trying to use a directional pad to get around the base faster, and you dash into it, you're gonna get launched at the map. There's nothing more to it. So just don't do that. It'll really screw you over. It's pretty bad. I'll show a clip of that in a bit. Secondly, make sure to have a ton of blue glow. You can see my team's blue glow count. It's usually above 20, because if you don't have blue glow, you're basically screwed, because you're gonna have to go out and venture for that. So yeah, you don't really want to do that. You want to have enough blue glow to last you at least 10 rounds. Keep in mind that you lose, I think, 1% of the fuel every, I believe, 5 seconds. Seems about right. Yeah, I think like 5 seconds. Next thing, actually, I already explained that. I am stupid. Use team chat. Use team chat, guys. Come on. If you're gonna be playing fills, especially if you're playing fills and just solo queuing, use chat. Unless you're in like a voice call with the person you're playing with, you just use it. It's really helpful. And if you press down on the D-pad, then there's messages that it'll just auto put in chat for you, like come here, help, and all that. Offer your teammates things, like I just I said, do Zamo a Xenon, which is a very useful weapon. I'll get to that later. So make sure of that. I don't want people using freaking, I don't know, what's a dumb gun to use. Don't use ARs, guys. Use like explosives. The guns that you should be using are a deatomizer and or Wrath, either or really. Those guns are both broken in this mode. They're insane. Pot shot, it's OP because, you know, as you guys probably know if you're watching this, STW has had a glitch for about a year now where the pot shot does more damage than it's supposed to. It hits in the millions very consistently. So everything dies instantly. Ravager, which is the Mythic Sword or Spectral Blade, that's for traversing and just killing takers if they attack you. Get the takers with that. Deatomizer, cloud clearing, and all that, you know. If it comes in clutch, believe me. It really does. Xenon shoots through walls. Give it to defenders so that they can shoot through walls and kill us. And then that's about all for the Xenon. And as you can see, some Husks in my peripheral, they'll be bouncing up and down. Put floor launchers at the entrance to your tunnel, because you'll have the net above it, hopefully. You want to have your tunnels begin where the net begins, so that if you have a floor launcher there, then it launches them up toward that net, and it pushes them outwards. That just stalls them more. Stalling is like the only way to win this year's Frostnite, so just focus on doing that. Remember, traps you're using are gas traps, sound wall, floor light, I said floor light, wall lights, broadside, gas trap, I think I already said that, and then freeze floor freeze. I don't know what those traps are called. You just want to stall and damage at a good rate. And also wall darts can work. It's not as effective as like broadsides, but it could do the trick. Make sure your base isn't in range of enemies. Don't let your base get destroyed too easily. Don't put it to where the husk can just hit it once and it's dead. And that's not going to happen if your builds have 16k health. But just don't put it where the husk can easily kill it. Next thing, honestly, just make sure that you and your team can understand, just understand anything really. Like if you do a shortened version of a word like PWR for power, like if you need power cells, make sure they get stuff like that, or just use the full word. Yeah. Just make sure you and your team understand each other. Make sure that you guys all speak same language so that everybody can get the points that I'm trying to get through. Make sure that you don't have a ninja. Ninjas are pretty useless in this. So yeah, that's all I really want to say. I'm gonna skip to a clip of me having the glitch where I flew off the map, and then I'm gonna do some final words.
Your wounds are bad. I'm pulling you out until there's a break in the action.
Alright, so final statements. As you can see right here, as you can see in the last clip, actually, the glitch is pretty bad. My teammate did not understand. So as you can see right here, my teammate, I told him I had 3k metal and 3k stone, so I gave him like half of it, and I took a little bit for myself, because you want to have mats for yourself just in case that teammate with all the stuff dies. So I'd say 2 people that are main builders have 5 blue glow. Main guy has like 20. I had no blue glow for most of the game. I got some toward like mid, and that's about it. My teammate ran away because he was confused why I wasn't dropping mats. So make sure to communicate. Yeah, and I said I'll save 1k for myself because I feel like he might be confused. So I don't think he was checking chat at the time, so he didn't really come and get this stuff. But yeah, make sure you're communicating. That's about it. I'm gonna let waves 19 and 20 play out, and so you guys can kind of just get a perspective of everything and just the end and how to survive toward the end. So yeah, I'm gonna let that play out. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna say bye for now, since the rest of this I won't be talking. But hope you guys enjoy these last couple minutes of the footage. Try this for yourself. This year compared to last year, Frostnite 128, it's very easy. As long as you have a good team. So go on to people like go to the YouTuber Beast, not Mr. Beast, but YouTuber Beast. He has a Discord, STW Discord, very useful for finding even MSK fights. All of my MSK fights were using people at his Discord, and most of the time when there's a hard mission, just go there. I think there's also ones for A1 gets just money. I think he has one. Just all of the popular STW YouTubers usually have a Discord, so go check out their channels. They deserve a lot, considering that they're pretty good. And use Beast Frostnite 128 video. If you just look up how to beat Frostnite 128, then there'll be a Beast video at the top. That's about it. Hope you guys like this footage in the background. Like and subscribe, please. This video took me let's see, add up the time it took me to actually beat Frostnite, so like an hour and 30. I've been editing and recording this video for about 2 hours because I keep getting takes that I don't like. My voice will sound a bit off in some of them, so I have to keep redoing them because I want my videos to be high quality. So like and subscribe, please. This video took me a while, and I produce content that pretty often that's very high quality and informational. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy the footage in the background, and as always, DFTB. And that means don't forget to be awesome if you don't know.
Man, that hurt!
We need another dose of blue glow for the burner.
Tinker spotted!
I'm tracking a supply drop nearby, Commander.
They got me! A little help here! Thanks for the save.
You're out of blue glow. Find some. Watch the burner. It needs some heat. The storm's stirring up again. We've got more bad guys incoming.
Enemies down!
That blue glow should keep things on.
Slinger spotted! Slinger!
Watch it. There's only 2 of you left.
Slinger spotted! Take her!
some heat. Another dose of blue glow for the burner.
I'm down. Help! Get a sniper rifle!
Your friends are back.
I need that hurt.
Look out for a new supply drop.
I'm down. Help! All right, back in action. Could use a sniper rifle. I need a sniper rifle.
No need to find some blue glow.
Looking to snipe some bad guys. Got anything?
That blue glow fortified the burner. We've got storm readings saying things are about to get worse.
Enemy down! Hostile spotted!
blue glow for the burn. That blue glow should keep things on.
Need bullets! Waiting ammo resupply. Need ammo!
That blue glow reignited the flames and hinted the repair sequence. That blue glow fortified the burn. Should keep things on.
Down.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to check out Beast, because he made the video that helped me do all of this, and he's also the Discord owner of the Discord I found my teammates in. Bye bye. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, and also like, subscribe to Beast.